Hello, guys. There's a lot that I would like to talk about in this video. There's a lot of serious things going on in Stalcraft that I feel a lot of the Stalcraft community doesn't know about and needs to know about. And I also feel like a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about this in this video may seem cringy, or may seem over exaggerated or ridiculous, but just trust me, it is important. And with what I've experienced and what I will tell y'all about my history, you will hopefully understand why I'm a credited source to this topic. Yeah, this is a serious video that addressing serious problems in the community that I really don't want to be making, but bad people have come together and we need to take action as a community if we want this to be a playable game for everyone that everyone can enjoy. And if things don't, I don't want things to get worse, basically. Let me start by going over a bit about my history. I am a very talented leader. I was naturally just, ever since I was a little kid, I was very good at leadership. That was something that was naturally gifted to me. Aim is not one of those things that is naturally gifted to me. If you've ever 1v1 me, my aim is not the best. It's decent, but it's not as good as like DAW or beast modes. Anyways, I kind of want to start off my story sort of. I'm not going to tell you my full story, but me and the real DAW used to be. I was the leader of this clan in a game very similar to Stalcraft. It was an open world MMO. You farm up your loot, you go into the battle zones, you fight, you kill people, you get more loot, you can farm bosses, you can farm this, that. Very similar structure to Stalcraft, but it was a browser game. It was a extremely fun browser game that I played for thousands of hours. It was one of the most fun games I've ever played in my life. And to this day, I love that game. Yeah, so in that game, we eventually, there's a bunch of story behind it. Again, I won't say everything. I won't take a bunch of time, explaining everything. But I was a leader of by far the most powerful clan and the only clan in the game for a very long time. And during the end of our reign, before I quit the game, because I'm not going to go into why I quit the game, but basically I just got bored, honestly. But during the end of our reign in this game, we had so much power. Our clan had over 300 members, over 50 of them were active. And I want you to try to understand, this is a community where the servers there's one server, the servers max out at 50 people, and they rarely ever were maxed out. There was maybe like around 15 to 20, around like I would say 10 to 30 concurrent players usually on. But there was a big community of around 200 people or so, and over half of those people that were in that community were in MM, the clan that we had, Mayhem Makers. And yeah, I was a leader. Da was, for the longest time, the best PvPer in the game. And we essentially just owned the game. We had power over everything and controlled pretty much everything. And we got to a point where we did quit and come back. And the second time when we came back is when we got really powerful, and we were like, what do we do with all this power? And what we did was we sociologically shifted the culture of the game to make the community a better place for everyone. And that is something that I hope one day I can do with Stalcraft. I am not looking to fully take over the game and have control over everything, with Nisa being a thing. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible, but it doesn't mean that my idea, and again, this is something I like to do in general, is just influence real life video games, whatever. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I'm not even paying attention to this signal at all. Anyways, yeah, this is not going to be the best gameplay. I'm focusing on what I'm saying, not what I'm doing. Yeah, we significantly sociologically shifted the culture of the community to be a better place for everyone to play. The bad players in the community that were hackers, toxic, scammers, racist, bullies, any of those five, we camped them in 5-to-1 ratios. We outskilled them and outgeared them and outnumbered them, and we made it so they didn't want to play the game anymore because they were a bother and they harmed everyone else in the community. And we wanted to essentially clean or police the community of these bad people, and we did. And the community now, and we also influenced a lot of good culture change and things in the community for everyone to, be nicer. A lot of the bad people became nicer people because they had to. Because if they weren't, they were not going to be able to play the game, and we would make sure of that. Again, we outnumbered our enemies like 3-to-1. No, not more than 3-to-1, like 4-to-1. And yeah, and a lot of these people also realize that just being nice is a better way to live life. Like, I'm sorry, but if you want to just live your life being selfish and you just think that, hacking makes me have fun, but it ruins the game for everyone else and I don't care, that's not how a society functions. That's not how a community functions. Look in the real world. People that cheat, people that are like, oh, I'm going to rob this bank because it makes me happier, but it hurts, all these people, it creates, all these bad things for the economy, the government overall over time. It takes money from people. I mean, obviously you can print more money, but then inflation. We don't need to get into why bank robbing is wrong. The point is that I'm getting at here is I'm trying to make the community of Stalcraft a better place, and there is a coalition of people that are working together to stop that. And it is very obvious, and I have proof of many of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video, and I will show later on in the video. So there are people cheating. They have admitted that they are cheating. I have heard from other people. I don't have proof of it. I have proof of them cheating. I have videos of it, and I will show that later on in this video. What I'm talking about is the political climate right now. Hive and their friends are extremely toxic, bad people. Death Gun is starting like a coalition against Deathwatch for no reason. People like Miss You Mighty, Bourbon, and a lot of other people that have a lot of things in common. I'm not accusing everyone in Hive of these things. I'm not accusing everyone in Ironclad or Mercenaries or any of this. But the main higher-ups in a lot of those clans, I would say, are part of the problem. Another thing I want to say before I go more into that is I have studied sociology and psychology from being a gaming clan leader. I know that sounds cringe, but suck it up. It's true. I almost went into psychology and sociology as a major, and I almost went into my degree on that based off of the personal research and how fascinated I was with. I did personal research for fun on psychology and sociology, and I'm just generally a person that loves learning about everything. I also love playing video games. Stalcraft is my favorite game I've played in my life. It's my dream game. It fits all my parameters out of what I want from a game. Anyways, sociologically, I know from the culture, I significantly improved the community of the game. I successfully did that. I have people that still talk to me from that game that me and Daw used to play. They tell us, how much better we made the community, and they're constantly begging us to come back to the game because the game's dying right now. Not many people are playing. Again, it's a really small game. When I leave, pretty much everyone quits. When I come back, pretty much everyone comes back. It's just how it is, but I'm moved on to bigger and better things, aka Stalcraft. Anyways, my point that I'm trying to get at here is you have more fun when you're playing in a community that has better people. I know this. It's obvious. I don't feel like I need to give you proof. Just think, and you will realize that one of the biggest life advice things I want to say right now is it's not about what you do in life, it's about who you do it with that make up the experience, that make up the memories, and that is where the value from activities, enjoyable activities come from, even if they're not enjoyable. You know, you're at work and you're goofing around with your coworkers, you know, it's about who you do it with and the relationships you make along the way, not necessarily about what you do. I mean, it is also about what you do. You know, we all love playing Stalcraft, but the people you play it with are, like, if Stalcraft, like, I would never play Stalker. I never play single player games. Just, I don't. Yeah. But yeah, sociologically, you have more fun when the community is better, when you're not getting hacked on, when you're not getting scammed on, when you're not getting bullied, when you're not going to be being called racial slurs. This is all stuff that Hive and the Coalition does. Not everyone. I have friends in Hive. I have friends in some... Honestly, I was going to say some of the other clients. No, I have friends in Hive. That's all I can think of right now. I'm trying to show them the truth and show them that Deathwatch is a good option. But basically, we are fighting for what's right. And Hive knowingly works with hackers. 99% chance of... that's not 100%, but it's like a 99% chance. I'll explain more about that later in the video. But... yeah, Hive spreads lies. They create propaganda that is false. They accuse me of things that are so remotely untrue, and then they give no proof whatsoever to back it up. I want to shortly talk about a VC that unfortunately I recorded, but I didn't set up my OBS properly, so I didn't get the video. But maybe go ask Mishu Mighty, and he'll tell you all about this VC. But I was recently on a call with Mishu Mighty, and it was a very passive-aggressive call. I was trying to be respectful and mature and have a friendly debate with him. He was talking a bunch of smack that didn't make sense, essentially. In the end, I realized that because I was basically telling him what I'm telling you now. Work with me, you know, let's make the community a better place. Let's team up on Hive. Mishu Mighty is Bourbon's brother, stepbrother, I believe. And Mishu Mighty is one of the leaders of TSSC. I was good friends with the leader of TSSC, probably my closest friend, maybe other than Paxson. Me and Paxson are kind of friends. Yeah, I'm friends with Paxson. I was friends with What Color, the leader of TSSC. But apparently his officers or whatever forced him to block me on Discord and forced him to cut all communication with me. Me and him were good friends. We got along really well. We had a lot in common. And yeah, so basically I was on call with Mishu Mighty. I was telling him how I've talked with Bourbon in the past, and I feel that, you know, I don't believe that he is a good clan leader. I believe that he doesn't understand how to lead good gaming clans. I do. I compare a lot of things I do to OT Rust. I believe that a good gaming clan is led by a perfect balance of both dictatorship and democracy. This is video game clans. This is not the real world. I'm well aware that democracy is the best form of government in the real world. But in video games, again, I compare to OT Rust. I don't know if you know what Rust is, but it's a game, competitive multiplayer game, and OT is the best clan in the game. They have their leaders, and everyone in the clan joins the clan, and then they listen to the leaders who... My point is here, OT is an example of a good clan, and it shows that some of the best gaming clans in the world are led by dictatorships. The leader or the leaders know what they're doing, and everyone else listens to them. And then they learn from them, and they start maybe even eventually becoming a leader like them. The point is, you listen to the people that know what they're doing. However, there is also the democratic parts of clans. If I ask, hey, you know, I have a council in Deathwatch, right? We make decisions as a group sometimes. Sometimes I make decisions on my own. I am an extremely good clan leader, I will say that. For the most part, I would say every single decision I make is for the clan is right. Again, I've been doing this for a very long time, over 3 years. I have thousands of hours of experience with it, and I'm also just very naturally good at it, even outside of my experience. Believe me if you want or don't. but I mean, you can ask a lot of the people in my clan, especially the Real Dog, Gawain. They've been with me for a long time. They have experienced my clan leading, especially the Real Dog. Tell you some stuff. Anyways, what was I even getting at? Yeah, so Mishu Mighty, basically, I was telling him how I don't think Bourbon's a very good clan leader, but I'm glad that you and him, you being Mishu Mighty, get along really well in real life. He was almost yelling at me saying, I don't deal with people that talk smack about my family. He was not, quote-unquote, talking smack, whatever he means by that. I don't really use slang that much, but I was not talking badly about his family. He took it in a completely wrong way. I said strictly, I don't think he's good at leading online gaming clans. I never said that he was a bad person or he should, you know, I never said anything bad should happen to him. He was getting extremely aggressive and immature around the situation, and yeah, eventually he went on this giant rant, almost yelling at me, I would say, and it didn't really make any sense. And he accused me saying, you know, you're a power-hungry clan leader that is absorbed by power and is abusing it, forcing his clan members to pay him money. That is not at all what I did. I sent an announcement, which you shouldn't even have access to. Stop fucking sending spies into my clan. I sent an announcement saying, hey, let's all pitch in to donate to the Real Dog so he can get the McMillan. If the Real Dog gets the McMillan, he is one of our most active and best PvPers in the clan. If we all pitch in, you know, 500k and give him money to get the McMillan, which all of the people that donated got paid all of their money back plus 5%. Again, Death Gun takes announcements of mine and twists them to make me sound like a bad person when he doesn't even know the context behind them. And yeah, he just accuses me of forcing my members to pay, which I don't do at all whatsoever, never have done, never will do. And yeah, that's a fucking problem. Yeah, so basically Mishu Mighty goes on this whole rant accusing me of all these things about how I'm talking horribly about his stepbrother Bourbon, about how, you know, I'm a horrible clan leader that abuses my clan members and abuses my power, and he says that I'm in denial and that's why I can't realize it. And then at the end of him going on this giant 5-minute rant, I say one sentence, okay, that's great, I understand what you said, give me your proof, give me your evidence, give me your fact on all of this stuff you accused me of. The very next thing he does is he leaves VC without saying anything and blocks me. So if he accuses me of a bunch of shit that, one, I know for a fact is not true, I'm 100% sure of that. I have over 50 active players in my clan that can back me up and say that I'm a good clan leader and I do not abuse my power at all. I work to grow my clan and not... It just makes no fucking sense, this shit they accuse me of. They have no proof, so yeah, I'm happy about that. I mean, there's nothing I have to hide. Anyways, yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna take a second to just think. I'm not gonna talk for long. Okay, keep recording, Dom. Ready to talk again? I don't know if y'all have ever like recorded videos where you do a shit ton of talking, but sometimes I talk for so much, so quickly, and so loudly for so long that, maybe not so loudly, but I'll talk so much that it's like hard to breathe because I'm so out of breath. I'm not quite at that point, but I've gotten at that point in the past, so I'm gonna be careful. It's just uncomfortable getting like that. Fine, so okay. So anyways, if Burden, or if Mishu Mighty doing that doesn't show that, doesn't give me more proof on why I'm right, you know, he accuses me of all these things and then doesn't give me any proof or evidence to back up his claims, it's just another one of the many reasons that I see of him showing me why I'm right, why I'm the good guy, why I'm trying to work hard to make this community a better place, and why they're the bad guy. Yeah. Death Gun will force my clan members into joining his clan. He sends out people to spawn camp and essentially bully my clan members into joining his clan. He'll spawn camp them. He'll get people to tell them lies that are not true, like everyone hates Deathwatch. And a lot of the hate that we get in the community is all people ganging up on us just because of Death Gun's twisted lies and manipulation. We are innocent. Deathwatch, I guarantee you right now, when I say this, and I would be very surprised if I'm wrong on this, and I'm making this claim because of how confident I am on this. Deathwatch is the best community in all of Stalcraft NA, and a good chance in all of Stalcraft. I don't think any, in terms of how good, we have so many good people, we have amazing PvPers, that's not even the point, I'm talking about how good our community is. We have amazing people, great, just everyone is so nice. I'm very, how I recruit is I recruit everyone. I don't care how good you are at PvP. I don't care how, you know, what color you are, what religion you are. If you know how to treat others correctly and you're a good person, morally, and you know, like, the basics of socializing, which is, unfortunately, like, kind of a lot. It feels like sometimes it's a lot to ask for when it comes to Stalcraft. Then you're in. But it seems like there's not enough people like that in the community. And I think a lot of these people are not bad people. They don't not know how to socialize, but they're just ignorant. They don't understand why making the community a better place is important, and I just want people to understand that and get that through their head. And also, they don't understand that what Death Gun is showing and all this shit, like, it's just hate. This is all fueled by hate because people enjoy hate. Hate is just built up and it fuels people, and anger fuels people. People have no reason to hate Deathwatch. Deathwatch is innocent. We're good people. We're trying to make the community a better place, and we're just getting teamed up on, and we're getting buried by piles of propaganda and lies. And I just want this video to be the truth. I want to show people, join Deathwatch, help us make the community a better place. Yes, I am recruiting right now. Is a sponsor. Lol. Shut up, John. But yeah, like, this is... I was talking to people... I had this similar conversation with people, Cap Nuclear and Mishka Mop, yesterday. And they... Cap Nuclear DM'd me saying, hey, we're going to join Hive, because me and my friend Mishka Mop wanted to join Hive. Because we, basically Mishka Mop, was getting spawn camped, or I don't know what it was. Gene was like, I don't know what it was. Gene was like bullying him into joining Hive. He was like, if you don't join Hive, I'm gonna get people to kill you over and over again. Something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, it's just sad. Again, I know you're probably thinking a lot right now. Where's the evidence? Where's the proof of everything I'm saying? I will show it later in the video. Just wait. We'll get there. But yeah, basically just please don't be the weak person. I'm going to compare this to Star Wars a little bit. Deathwatch is a Star Wars clan. I don't know if you know the reference. Clone Wars animated series rocks. Love it. Watch it. You have to. It's required. But yeah, like, think about it like this. The dark side is the weak. Joining Hive in the Coalition is the weak, right? Sure, they're a more powerful clan at the moment. When the truth comes out and people start caring,
Also, I'm just, like, way better of a fucking clan leader than Death Gun. He doesn't know what he's doing whatsoever compared to me. The thing is, he's only doing better because of the lies and propaganda and manipulation that he spreads. And he has these I have these moral parameters that he doesn't have. I don't create lies and spread rumors and make up propaganda to destroy the community and bury innocent clans and just get everyone to hate them for the fun of it. They tell me this is like my war simulation. They say like, oh, go back to frickin' whatever game. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to what they say that much. I usually just block all of them, ignore all of them, because I don't waste my time communicating with people like that. And I suggest y'all do that as well. Anyways, they say it's like my war simulation, and that's not at all the case. It's, in fact, that's more on their side. This is serious. I'm fighting to make this community a better place, and a lot of y'all are like, yeah, I know. A lot of y'all are like, I just want to play Stalcraft. I don't want to, be a part of this war. I don't want to, fight this, all this drama, blah, 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 blah. I wish it was that. I wish, I wish we didn't have to fight this war. I wish our community had good people and we didn't have to fight for what was right. And it was just all kill each other, GG, bush the bag or don't bush the bag. I don't really give a shit. What matters more is the excessive bullying, the hacking, the scamming, the racism, the extreme levels of toxicity. Yeah, that's the problem. And yeah, I just hope that I can fight to stop that. Yeah. Del, what are you doing right now? Okay. Yeah. Your footage is going to be the B-roll, actually, okay? Cool. Alright. So yeah, I understand that a lot of y'all may not want to do this war, but we have to. We have to fight for what is right, and we have to try to make this community a better place, or else this is just going to get worse. This will get worse. These people are going to spread in power, and sure, me doing this it is creating conflict, but look at it like this is like a graph. Right now, we're at like a 5 level of conflict. The standard, the game is at a 5 level of conflict. Level 5 of conflict. I come in, a war starts, a bunch of crap happens, a lot of people get really messy, and yeah, things get messy and the conflict arises, and yeah, and then it goes up to an 8 during the peak of the war, and then we win the war, and the Hive disbands or whatever, we make the community a better place, or Hive becomes better people, and we show them that making the community a better place is possible and it is worth working for. I know it sounds unrealistic, like trying to make the community a better place. Like, I know it sounds stupid, it is an internet gaming community, and that is a fair point, but I've done it before and I've seen it done, and it can be done again. Especially if, like, Nisa, like, works with me to do that. Like, that would be awesome. Like, when you're at a point where Nisa is, like, why not use your power to make the community a better place and influence goodness? Like, maybe one day I'll convince them. Anyways, a lot of Nisa is toxic, but I'm also good friends with Paxton, I feel. And I feel like there's a lot of good people in Nisa, there's a lot of good people in Hive, there's also horrible people in Hive. And I don't know about horrible people in Nisa, but there's pretty toxic people in Nisa. I just want to say, cutting in here, I realized recently, I was ignorant before and I didn't understand Nisa as well, but I realized recently, Nisa is only toxic to those that are toxic to them. Nisa is only toxic to those that, in their mind, deserve it, and have wronged in order to deserve that toxicity. I don't blame them for that, honestly. Personally, I'm just trying to set an example of what's right and not be toxic to anyone, even if they're toxic to me. But I'm not mad at them for being toxic to Jocks, and I'm not mad at them for being toxic to Hive. I don't blame them at all. And I also want to say I really like Nisa. I've learned a lot about them as a clan from talking to Paxson, and I respect them a lot for what they are as a gaming organization and community.
Anyways, another point I want to go back to that I didn't finish before. I have parameters like that I have to stick to, and Hive by default is gonna be easier to grow in power because they don't have these parameters. I will not recruit people that hack. I will not recruit people that scam. I will not recruit people that are toxic bullies. I have proof of Death Gun bullying my members. I have proof of their close merc ally friends hacking. I don't have proof, but I know 100% for a fact that an account was stolen by a Hive member. I don't have proof of it. Again, just trust me if you want to, or don't if you don't. I have plenty of other proof to show what I'm saying is true that I'll show later in the video. Yeah, Hive are very bad people, and this hatred coalition that they're starting against Deathwatch that essentially just makes the community a worse place is really bad, and we need to fight for what is right. Yeah, sorry if it sounds cringy, but it's the truth. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say. I'm going to get into the evidence and proof on what I have to back my shit up. I just hope that you know, I don't think I finished the Star Wars analogy. Don't be the weak and just give in to the more powerful clan. Like, honestly, like, Hive ain't that good, guys. I don't know if y'all have seen Superior Specimens videos. They're awesome. Hive ain't that good. They don't know how to organize their group. They have some good PvPers, but a lot of them are shit. They're very unorganized. Nisa, it just toys with them. Like, go watch Superior Specimens videos. I'm not the biggest fan of Superior Specimen, and he's been kind of toxic with me in the past. I don't hate him. I just like mildly dislike him. He makes good videos. Their Hive is a fucking joke. I go out in a group of like 3 people and wipe squads of Hive and Backwater just because why not? Like, they're not that good. Like, Zizif is a pretty good PvPer. Like, that's it, I think, pretty much. I mean, they have some other decent PvPers, but like, the point is they're morally wrong and we should be fighting for what's right. And don't be the weak person, join the dark side, and just join the bad clan. Fight for what's right, and the good side always wins in the end. I don't know if y'all have ever watched any movie that is like fiction. You know what I mean. The good side wins in the end. Yeah. So yeah, on to the evidence. This is me showing the proof and the evidence of the mercenaries that are good friends with Hive, but work together, team in Clan Wars and team in Yanav and Backwater to kill Deathwatch. This is proof of them using lag switches to cheat. If you don't know what lag switches are, basically they turn on a switch, a button to lag at a certain time to where they take damage way later than they should. And yeah, this is cheating. This is unfair and it ruins others' experiences playing the game. It gives them an unfair advantage. It is very much a form of cheating. This is it in slow motion, so so I can really show you that I hit my shots, and this is not just me being bad. Yeah, as you can see right here, he doesn't take damage when I shoot him in the legs. Yeah, so basically, like the lag switches, you theoretically kill your enemy before their damage registers on you. As you can see, I shot him in the leg right there. Yeah.
This is the next one. This is KX Roll. This is KX Roll, Curly, and Yamamela, or however the fuck you pronounce his name. Yeah. A few reasons why I think that this is cheating and not just them lagging out is because, one, they're a group of mercenaries that are close friends and that play together a lot. They would do this together. And two, I only had this lag switch problem where they wouldn't take damage when I shot them with this specific group of mercenaries. I didn't have it with any other enemies. And then three, some of my other friends, for example, Beast Modes, the guy helping me record this video, he also had this same problem when he ran into this specific group of mercenaries. He would lag out and they wouldn't take damage when he shot them. This is slow motion again, so you can see that I hit my shots. And then the fourth reason is that I messaged them in game and told them, hey, I know you're using lag switches. I'm not dumb. I'm talking to Expo support right now to get you banned. And after I messaged this to them in game, I didn't have the problem anymore. They were playing fairly and they were not using lag switches and they were taking damage. Those are 4 points of evidence on why this, 4 points of explanation, I mean, on why this is not not lag switches, or why this is not just lagging and this is lag switches. Yeah. But yeah, this is more than enough proof to realize that Hive are the bad guys. These mercs are the bad guys. I have more evidence I'm going to show in a second after this clip. But yeah, they like to bully my lower level clan members into leaving Deathwatch. They make up a bunch of lies and manipulations, claiming things that are not true with no evidence to back them up, that I force my members to pay money. I think I already talked about this earlier in the video. I'm a good clan leader. I'm an innocent guy. I'm trying to make the community a better place, and they're making it harder for me. Yeah, so now we can go to this. So we can just scroll through some DMs right here. That's A2, a traitor of the clan, being very toxic. Sarcasm, yeah, it's just mocking me. Threatening people, that's pretty harsh threatening. I would like this toxicity to not be in the community. Yeah, and then this is Death Gun talking trash to Jui, one of the nicest people I've met in the game, one of the most active, loyal Deathwatch members. He's just, yeah, you can read it if you want, pause it if you have to. That's nothing really. Where is the other one? Yeah, Superior Specimen being a toxic piece of shit. You know, just talking trash for no reason. I mean, there's no reason to talk trash against me. I'm nice. I'm innocent. I'm trying to do good things. I don't know what he even means by pyramid scheme. Like, I don't abuse my power as a clan leader. I use it to make my clan more powerful and to influence goodness. Praise, one of the more toxic people in Hive for sure, just being an asshole. Nothing important there. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but yeah, that's an insult. Again, just random people in the Stalcraft Dren chat is so fucking toxic. Not that. And yeah, that's what I have so far. But yeah, I'm going to look through some stuff and find some more evidence. Thank you for watching. Beast Modes, you can stop recording.
Starting.
What's up, guys? Some more proof and evidence. I'm adding. This is a person that is on Hive's side of the situation, part of the coalition that I'm referring to. Let me make sure. Okay, so this is what he sent me. You can pause and read that. And then this is what I said. And then this is what he said. And I never responded since because why should I? And then another thing I want to talk about is my DMs with ice cubes shows a really good point that I need to show y'all. Give me a second to get it. Yes. This. Okay. Let me go ahead and send this to my main. Okay, now my DMs with ice cubes. So he says, are we going to team against Nisa? So we were in Clan Wars, right? And it was in between the first round and the second round. And Ice Cubes DMs me this on my old Discord account, the one that I don't usually use. He DM'd me this, and I happened to check my phone and read it. I use two Discord accounts, one for my microphone and one for my listening account. It's pretty good if you don't have a microphone and you don't want to buy one, because my phone microphone is really good. Just some advice if you'll ever have that situation, or maybe your friend does. Anyways, this. Yeah, so read this and then basically this. Yeah, that's the second part. You can read that. Okay, I'm going to assume you have read that now. A few things I want to say on that is basically, yeah, so we were in the middle of Clan Wars with, it was, the first round, it was us versus Mongolith. We beat them, and then we moved on to a 1v1v1. It was Hive, Nisa, and Deathwatch. And I had the decision to team up with Hive against Nisa. Let me get the first thing straight. Even if Deathwatch teamed up against Nisa, I don't think we would have won. I think Nisa would have 2v1'd us easily and destroyed us. I don't think a lot of people know. I'm friends with Paxson, and he's told me a bit about Nisa history. Because I was very curious. I respect Nisa as a gaming organization in a way, but I also don't respect them because of their toxicity. It's a love-hate relationship, but y'all don't understand how powerful Nisa is, I feel. A lot of people don't understand how far ahead Nisa is compared to everyone else. Like, yeah, they're just so much more powerful than anyone else. Yeah, anyways, I was in a very high-pressure situation. I was in the middle of organizing my squads, organizing my clan, making a plan, giving out orders. I was not in a state of mind. I was not in a position to make the extremely important decision that is whether or not I want to ally with my arch enemy Hive and work with them to fight Nisa. In the moment, I decided I did not want to do that because I would be directly benefiting the number one clan that we are at most enemies with. I would rather Nisa be number one for a long time than Hive to... Actually, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I would be directly benefiting them, and I chose to not do that and just let Nisa win. Nisa's number one. They're going to be number one for a while, and I'm kind of satisfied with that. I just don't want Hive growing in power. I would like to maybe, be more powerful than Nisa one day. That would be cool, but that's not a main goal of mine right now. My main goal is that the coalition's influence doesn't spread to make this community a worse place for everyone to play in. That is mainly what I'm focusing on now. So yeah. Another thing I want to point out with Ice Cubes, as I said in the DMs, there was a lot of reasoning behind why I made the decision to not ally them in the moment. But I changed my mind and I was like, okay, it would benefit Deathwatch to get that I don't really give a shit about the North bases, honestly. I think what matters more is the anomalous serum you get from winning a clan war. It's a lot more valuable. 2 anomalous serum for every single clan member that won is a lot more valuable than a temporary base in the North. That's just a fact, I think. Anyways, I changed my mind. And I was like, okay, sure, you know, we can ally against Nisa if it ever comes up again. And then he makes the decision, as you see, he makes the decision himself to, after me offering, accepting his offer, to ally against Nisa, he changes his mind, and we don't ally Nisa. And then after Clan Wars, Deathgun, I don't have proof of this, but you can ask, like, anyone, like, I don't know if my clan members that were getting bullied at the time got screenshots of it, but you can ask Deathgun. I mean, he might lie to you. I have no fucking idea. You can ask anyone that was, like, in Freedom Underground during post-Clan Wars during this. They'll tell you what happened. Basically, Deathgun went on a giant just fucking propaganda spree, telling everyone that I was, like, a Nisa lover. If you remember the thing Deathgun was saying to Jui, all the trash he was talking, like, you like that cub dick in your mouth. Just, like, fucking 12-year-old kind of maturity level of insults that we were seeing from Deathgun. And yeah, it just really shows that he's the bad guy, and I'm just trying to make the community a better place. And I'm not a bad guy. I really am not. I just want people to see that. Yeah. So the point I'm trying to get at here is they told everyone, hey, let's team up on Particles. Let's team up on Deathwatch. All the Duty clans, all the Mercenary clans, all the Freedom clans. Let's team up on Deathwatch because they want Anissa to always have control over Yanav and all of this. They want the Mercs to always have control over Yanav. Let me tell you something. There is the number 1 mercenary clan in the game right now. The leader is Jesse. On a daily basis, members of that mercenary clan, the same members that I showed that were cheating using lag switches, are in Hive VC working with Hive to team and kill Deathwatch in Yanav and Backwater. Usually they fail because we're better than them. And yeah, I'll show you this in the PvP compilation I'm making soon. But yeah, sometimes, I mean, they are really good PvPers, so sometimes they win. That's not the point. The point is, they're telling everyone, hate me and team on me, because I let the bandit side take control over Yadav, but on a daily basis, they work with mercenaries to kill us, and that's not really the main point. The main point is what I'm about to show you. What Hive does in Clan Wars is they team with the mercenaries and they take turns winning. So they're accusing us and saying all these things like we let the bandits, we let Nisa, we let the mercs take over Yanav when they do this, and they have set contracts to do this. And this is proof right here. Killed the leader of one of the Merc clans that they're friends with. Not the main one, but one of the side ones, one of the smaller ones. Just read our DMs. Yeah, so that's like not 100% proof, but go ask any of the Mercs, go ask any of the Hives. Yeah, they have a contract where they take turns winning. So they're accusing us of stuff that they do. So, yeah. That's what I got so far. Thanks for watching. You can stop. What's up, guys? This is one last piece of evidence I wanted to show you real quick. Basically, so there's a clan, Ironclad, IMP Man, and IMP Man is a scammer who scammed me. I have proof of it. He essentially joined VC like a week ago, said, oh my god, I want to make the community a better place. You know, I hate all the leaders in Ironclad. Can I tell you where their locations are and I can be a spy for you in Ironclad? And I told him, that sounds great. I'm glad you want to work with us to make the community a better place and be a part of the Deathwatch community and play games with us. I think that's great. I love the help of being a spy, but I told him I'd rather him just be in the clan. So I told him to go join our Deathwatch duty clan. But he wanted to join Freedom if he was going to join us like that instead of just being a spy. So he said, hey, I need 580K to join Freedom. And I told him, I don't want to just pay you all the money, but since you do really seem interested in, making the community a better place and you want to join our plan for Clan Wars and be a part of it, I will give you 500K, but I'm not really one to pay people a bunch. I just don't really like the idea of paying people to join my clan. It kind of, I want to test people to see how loyal they are. If they're going to join, just join yourself. I don't really want to pay you to join, but he just needed the money to join Freedom. So I told him I'd pay him half and he can get the other half, 500K. Yeah, 500K is nothing to me. I can farm like 4 mil in a day pretty easily. But yeah. So I paid him the 500K, and then he needed 80K more. I told him to go farm it. And there's another guy in the VC. His name's I'm Days. He's a great guy, a loyal, active Deathwatch member. He's like semi-active. But yeah, he still is in Deathwatch, still plays the game. And he donated the other 80K, and he just started farming north. So 80K to him is a lot more than it is to me, an IMP man. So yeah, he took the money and did not join Freedom. After that, he blocked me on Discord and left the Discord server for Deathwatch, and has not said anything since. And he obviously did not join Freedom. He's still duty, so he scammed us. So I went to go talk to the leader of his clan, Father Scab. Yeah, so this is what the conversation looked like. So I'll just go through the messages. You can read it, and you can pause it to read it. This is basically me just, first I explained to him, like, hey, he scammed me, am I going to get paid back? Are you going to ban him, etc.? And this is like response. We talk. The next one, this is him not confessing. This is him promising me that I will be refunded for being scammed, but they didn't want to ban him from the clan. I do like to give people second chances. I respect them for that, but it's not how things turned out. You can keep reading this, and that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Ironclad is a scamming clan. So if you're in Ironclad and you don't support scamming, I would highly recommend you leaving Ironclad. You can join Deathwatch. I am a little biased, obviously, but Deathwatch has an amazing community of 40 to 50 active players, over half of which join VC, Spanish and English community. We're good at PvP. We're not doing that well in Clan Wars right now, but we're growing pretty quickly and we're improving. We're gonna start doing better in Clan Wars pretty soon. We're really smart, good players, and we just like to have a good community and influence goodness in the community. So yeah, even if you're not an Ironclad, join Deathwatch. Thanks for watching. My final point of evidence, but it seems like I get more every day. Just more behavior, repetitive, negative behavior from high of the coalition, and just a lot of people in Stalcraft. All right.